If America falls as the leading country in the world, what country comes to replace America? China? What would they bring? Bondage? Communism? Fear and threat? Because every country follows the leading nation. And is it India? That's why we must wake up and begin to ring the bell and sound the alarm. But the way church is done in America, I am sorry to say, people don't realize it. Now, I am a pastor of a mega church. But when I come here, people are making a big deal about the fact that I am on television. I have 10, 20,000 people coming to my church. I don't care how many people you've got following you. If your Christianity is not good enough to challenge the culture of the day, if your mega church is not directing the focus of the nation, if you are not bringing redemption to the nation, woe unto you. Now listen now. While we are busy building our polished and posh churches, our young men, African Americans, they say 50%, 55% in prison. 75% of women are raising single mothers, no children, no fathers. 75%. 50% in prison. They die young, poor. You think that is only African American problem? It is a value thing. It's going to become a national problem soon. White, Hispanics, and it's going to get to everybody very soon. Because it's not because they are black where they have that problem. You know why? It's because of the value system they follow. They go to church, but we have not changed the value system of the country. You must realize that nations are great not because of their budgets. Nations are great not because of their raw materials. Nations are great because of the wealth of their virtues. Because of the wealth of their virtues. Nations that are rich in values and virtues become great in generations. But nations that are poor in values and virtues, that is what killed the great empires of the past. And here in America, it used to be that the value system and the moral fabric of this country used to come from the family and from the pulpit and from the godly educational system. But do you know where the moral, the virtues of America is now coming from? It's no longer coming from the church. It's now coming from Hollywood, from the media. Hey, the lower culture is now the predominant culture in our, and we don't see it. When the moral industry and the moral fabric of the society is fast collapsing, we are in trouble. When America, the godly countries, you have more abortions even than Russia right now. That is a problem. The first country in abortion in the world. The first country in the world for homicide. The first country in the world for crime, school, children shooting in school. That is crisis right there. And you think it's going to stop by itself? No, people follow a value system. And the value system that is engulfing this country is the shooting value system. It's the Britney Spears or something value system. Hey, put on the TV, you'll be hearing what Britney Spears is doing. These are the value system that are engulfing. Where is the church? We are busy building our mega churches. And we think because we have these mega churches that things are good. And all these mega churches, most of them, the only thing you hear them talk about is how to rake in more money and how to do more offering. The house is burning and you are celebrating. You're supposed to be shouting and screaming and running for your life. But because most of our people are in it, we don't realize how urgent the need is. And you know what? The only way this could be redeemed is the church. And the church is not doing good. Because we have some good mega churches, we think we are doing good. We are not. Let me tell you something. We have 3,000 ministers leaving the ministry in America every month. Every month. Not every year, every month. 3,000 ministers. In this country, you have, oh my God, the same abortion rate, divorce rate in the church as in the world. You think we are doing well? The same people in the church, they are behaving just the same way people in the world. Because the value system of the world has engulfed this country. What we need to do is that nations are great, not because of our economy, but because of the value of our virtues, because of the wealth of our virtues. Until we restore that, where do values and virtues come from? They come from the pulpit of the land. But the way we are doing our church today is about how bigger, to be richer. It's not value focused. And it's not focused on making them in the pew successful. It's focused on making the guys successful. So we are in crisis even if you don't realize it. That's why a shift is needed. And that's why this message is so urgent. And that's why I'm going to scream as much as I could. And so that God of heaven will testify that I have tried and attempted to pass something across. And if that is not going to be accepted, I'm going to stay back in Russia. But God will know that I've done my best.